It's me. A little slow starting today. I forgot that I had not made coffee. So I have coffee now. And so I'm starting a few minutes later than I intended. Welcome. I am Gregory Avery Weir. I'm gonna do my phone password not on camera. I'm just retweeting stuff. I don't know what all social media we did, but I'm gonna assume just Twitter. I am doing future-proof plays. Melissa, Avery MD in chat, and I are Future-Proof Games. We are a video game studio, and we make sorry, I am in the wrong account entirely in Twitter. We make small games. I'm going to do that later while I'm not talking. We make games. We make indie games. We're currently working on a browser game called Exploit Zero Day that's all about puzzles and hacking and social justice activism. We make tabletop games. We've got a game called Rosette Diceless, which is a versatile system that's very story-focused and consent-focused. And nope, other way. There we go. Maybe I should flip this so it looks like I'm looking the correct direction. And then I guess it would be mirrored. I might actually just fucking do that right now. Don't flip vertically. Today I'm going to be playing Candleman. It is a game that I think that we saw at GDC, maybe as a student project. Because I think it would have been too early for it to have been like their pre-release ramp up. Because that was in 2016 or so. But this game came out in 2017. It's by Candleman Games, a group out of Beijing. And it's a puzzle platformer, I guess. It's going to be moody and so on. Even if you don't stick around for the stream in general, you should check out their upcoming game, Exhausted Man, which looks amazing. You play an exhausted person. It looks like you can also play a woman who is just so tired that they can only flop, and you have to do tasks completely exhausted. It gives me sort of Octodad vibes, which, you know, sounds good to me. I am playing Candleman completely new to the game. I've made sure that it starts up about this far. I've checked the options, and that's about it. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is a puzzle game. It sounds like it's not too hard, but we will see. So there might be a little bit of struggle. I think it's got a really cool, like, mechanical premise that should be good. So, if there's any big things that I need to push, Melissa, feel free to remind me in chat and I'll talk about them. But we're at a little bit of a chill, recovering from the holidays time still at Future-Proof Games. So not going to be a lot of marketing in this. So let's check this out. Ooh. Chapter 1, Why Does the Candle Burn? It looks like we've got maybe 4 levels, each with 9 points, so maybe, I don't know. A little candle went to and fro, his tender flame shone through the dark. Alone he wandered the shivering decks, at last he reached the grand iron gate. Yeah, we're doing writing, we're doing some server stuff, some like recently moved a whispering thing, my little Twine game, onto itch from a weird VPS or
Alone in the
CDN
darkness,
or something.
a little candle burns.
I don't know what to call it.
He looks at himself curiously. Why do I burn? Why?
Yes, you should play the whispering thing if you want something creepy and something that seems like vibes with this game. You should check it out. This game is creepier, immediately creepier than I expected. All right, so I've got regular old analog controls. I am so cute. I got my little feet. This game is gorgeous. This is one of those games where like there's not much going on technically important right now. Oh, the swaying. We're on a boat or something. I think it'll be both cuteness overload and creepiness overload, I think. But like, you know, there's no effects here where I'm like, I've never seen a game do that before, but all the art is just gorgeous. Like, look at the stitching on the leather over here. And like the way that, at least superficially, the leather all makes sense. Like, there are metal rings where there should be metal rings and puckers in the leather where there should be. So, pretty cool. The level of abstraction you do in art is always interesting. So, like, there are stitches in the leather, but I don't see any nails in the floorboards. It's just like, what's important and what's not? Presumably nails would be a little distracting. There's another candle here. Okay, I'm gonna... So the conceit of this game, according to the store page, is that I can only be lit for 10 seconds total per level. Okay. So I have lit a candle. There's a candle up there. How do I get up there? Come over from the right side, maybe? I don't know if these are checkpoints or collectibles or what. There's been no text that I see. Oh. Well, we'll find out. Oh. I lost a life there? I might jostle the camera a bit as I shift around. I'm sorry if so. I want to keep my controller up above the desk because I sometimes have Bluetooth issues. So this looks like the way forward is probably over this way. Oh, there's water. That's rough. Okay, so I can jump up here. Maybe this isn't the way forward over here. How do I... Okay, so I have a little bit of... Do I? Oh, no. I just happened to touch the thumbstick at the same time as the camera moved. The little hop of the jumping, it's very, very floaty, which is fun. Like, it's like, whoop, and then a very long drift down. It always gets to me when there's a thing like right at the beginning. Oh, okay. Now. Got it. I love the wax strips left behind where I've lit up. Or I've lit up. You know what I mean. This game was always stuck in my head because there were a number of, what do I do here? I assume I just die if I go fully in the, oh, no, I don't. Okay. This game I could never remember the name of because there were a lot of like darkness and light themed things coming out around the time that this was first being discussed. So I'm like, is it called Lit? No, that's a different game. Is it called Shadow? No, no. Candleman. The just little feet are very cute. I am not generally going to try and 100% all the collectibles here, if assuming they're optional. But at least early on, I'll do it. The just general puzzle design stuff, the thing of like, oh, here's a bunch of darkness. How do I go anyplace? And you light the candle and you're immediately obscured by this ramp above me. That's cool. That's very cute. Got one more candle to light. That I missed. I'm just gonna look around a little bit to see if I can spot it. But it's fine. A little candle went to and fro. This candle looking at itself in the mirror. What does it look like if I just burn down? I love the blown out lighting. I've got the brightness turned up. Oh no, I'm a little stub. Okay. Okay. So I do kind of die. I think the 10 seconds is just measured in my height. Yeah, there's no UI elements visible, at least not right now. Oh, that's a hole. Wonder what happens when my lives run out. All sorts of candles up to the right, I think. Thing back here. Can't reach it. Oops, that's not the jump button. Need to be careful with that. I've been playing Breath of the Wild, replaying Breath of the Wild, Zelda, and its up button is in a place which makes sense. Its jump button is I mean, if it were a Xbox controller, which it's not, it would be the Y button. It's the top button to be like, it's jumping. That is not, however, where most games put their jump button. Most games put jump on A. Which still is not a defense for the fact that I hit the wrong button because I hit X, so, you know. Games are hard. Games are all about making mistakes. And doing things wrong, or weirdly. I'm working on a book. I wonder how much real physics there is in that interaction. Like, this could be a real physics simulation here that just has damping and axis restrictions and so on, so that it stays, kind of doesn't twist around or tumble or anything. Or it could just be like a scripted thing where it's like this bespoke system that tilts it according to where you are on the plank. And I guess the fact that I can't easily tell means they did well with whichever approach they picked. I don't know how much the audio quality comes across in the stream. Ooh. Boat is shifting. That's dizzying. It sounds really good. There's a lovely echo to my footsteps. I like it. I like it a lot. So this whole place is tilted still, right? Ooh. Now, does it shift back and forth as I move? No. So, like, the boat is shifting, I guess, as I reach milestones? And I'm gonna need to figure out how to get past this rock. Oh, I bet it's physically simulated, because that just kind of caught on the edge of that board. Which is fascinating. It's everything, yeah. I don't know that I've ever made a video game where I had to care about what surface your footsteps are making noises on. It's a thing that I always love. I always love, oh, you walked onto metal, and so you make metal stats. Oh, I got all of them and got a completion of the couplet. So, his tender flame shone through the dark, the path before him, cold and stark. All right, I'm gonna try for those. I care a little bit more about them if I'm getting a full couplet out of it. I do hope that this whole game is not on a ship, because I don't usually have any sort of motion sickness from video games, but this is actually making me a little dizzy. I'm not sure that I have seen a game do you're on a swaying ship, but oh fuck. But like are coming at it from the perspective of someone in it, so you kind of can't sense the shifts that are happening. I don't know if that made any sense. Games don't do There aren't many games set on a swaying ship like this, where the swaying matters. Psychonauts might have done it. But fuck. I need to be a little less cavalier. I'm acting like I'm playing on my own, and I'm not accounting for the fact that things are always harder on stream. Sway on back. There you go. Ooh, This is sort of a momentum thing going on that not quite sure what to deal with. I love the clattering together. This would be so scary. I mean, it would be scary being a candle, but also these huge crates all kind of knocking together. I feel like this path has diverged. I feel like I could have gone either way. Talk about the critical path of a game. Okay, so I do start at the beginning each time. So those candles are not checkpoints. I feel like the left path is just a little cul-de-sac. I think I'm gonna reach a dead end here. I want to do... I'm trying to figure out if I want to do analog or digital movement. I think I want analog. Fuck. Okay, timing on that is tricky. I'm gonna skip that one. And just head for the end of the level. If I were playing on my own, you bet I would use up all my lives trying to get that, but for the stream, I will exercise restraint. Not an extreme amount of restraint, just normal restraint. Oof. Okay. These are swinging fast enough that that can happen. The floaty jump is nice because it's very forgiving, but it does mean that I feel like my timing isn't quite right. This is like Warframe levels of floatiness. And I always expect puzzle platformers to be kind of plotty and low amounts of air control and so on. Kind of the limbo, or is inside this equal to limbo? Why is that? It's probably a spoiler reason why inside is called inside. Yeah, that floatiness of like the crate moves beneath me as I'm in midair. Okay, so that I bet is a proper checkpoint. The different big candle. Fuck. I feel like I can't make that jump directly. I am low on health. Both are like, this game isn't too hard. It's nice and easy. It's challenging. I call it challenging. I think if you're not a 3D platformer person, this is probably pretty darn tricky. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I think I want to get just... Oh! Why? That I don't feel. I feel like maybe the hitboxes there were a little less tight than I expected. Fuck. Okay. So I need to make the jump. I might die. I need to make that jump while I still got inertia from the swing. I did it a little while too late, and so my velocity was not helping with the jump. There we go. Okay. Last life. Pouring out for Candleman Senior. Wait, Candleman... Does that imply that each time I run out of lives, there will be a new generation of Candles Man? I am not walking on top of that barrel to get that candle with one life left on stream. No, that's a trap. At last he reached the Grand Iron Gate. I don't know if there will be like much of a story at all to this. This is a very weird thing to say about this game. It's got sort of Dark Souls storytelling. Like, it's like, hey, you're in this situation. There's clearly a history, but it's not directly relevant. So you just kind of get to figure it out. Okay, so in order to get over there, I need to get this thing over, but without falling off the edge, because there's like the edge of some crates there. That's some tight jump timing there. Oh boy, are these gonna roll? I'm worried. They do roll a little bit. Okay. The lack of camera control is a little concerning. Okay. That's light. I can't really see off to the left, but I think we're... I don't think there's a candle back there. Okay. I'm worried about these, because these might not be supported, so they might sink when I'm on them. I'm not getting the one over to the right. Again, I'm on stream. Things are hard. The exit lit up. Or not? Is that not the exit that's shining? Something's... where's that light coming from? Did we pass? Is the ship passing under something bright? Oh. Yeah. This is... now we're video gaming. On a moving platform where obstacles are coming. And you gotta judge things and keep an eye out for nooks and all that. This is a video game. Well, also, you can die. Okay. Wait for the next one. There's one of these in control. One of these force movement sections with obstacles you have to avoid. Avery MD says the slowest obstacles. These are literally motionless. I'm the one moving. Sure. The sound of light, the non-diegetic sound of the light turning on is great. Yep, more stairs. Oh. Huh. Okay. I think we missed one. Okay, so we've got a code. Some weird language. So that's an alpha. The Jedi Order symbol. Targeting reticle. Jedi Order symbol. Or maybe the Rebellion symbol? I have trouble keeping those straight. Ominous. Oh, I'm so cute. What?
Captivated by an illuminated new world, he wonders what has brought the abandoned ship back to life.
Some magic
And what
going on here.
mysteriousness lights the way ahead.
Feel weird glowing mushrooms. I think that these candles are not... I think that this is just a progress bar. I don't think I get to see which candle, like if I get candle number 4 in the level, I don't think that it lights the 4th candle on this screen. I think it just, if I get 9 candles in the level or 8 candles in the level, the first 8 candles light up regardless of which one I missed. which is a pain. A call from afar. Bathed in light, the barge came to life. Because I'm pretty sure that those 2 candles near the door were the last 2 candles in the level. Last 2. One of the reasons why I'm quoting, if you're not a game developer, is that, like, ooh, weird. That paper floats only when the lights are on. It is entirely likely that, like, one of those candles got added to the game last. Like, you don't make a game from start to finish. You don't, like, start with the first level and the first challenge and then, carry on. Some people might. It's generally not how it's done. You almost always have something that you work on ahead of time or something. Oh, I just did not jump that time. I bet that can't support my weight at all when it's not glowing. I'm gonna be extra careful with it. It's definitely that urge whenever I'm streaming to be like, well, I don't want to be slow. I want to keep being interesting, keep being entertaining, which is probably unhealthy. Okay, wait and go. Oh, I touched a flower and it made a noise. Okay, so I can walk on it when it's dim. Yeah, okay, so it is not completely floppy paper when it's dim. I love the paper gets, like, cleaner and patched up and less ancient when it's in the light, the magic light. That's pretty cool. Checkpoint. Ooh. A classic obstacle structure. Can I bump this flower? I can. Just playing it safe. These, like, accordion shortening and lengthening bits are very clever. Like, these don't make any sense as pages of a book, right? This is not how pages of a book are connected to each other in long strips. But the idea that they, like, fold down and thus become effectively shorter for purposes of platforming is very cool. Oof. Jump has to be floaty or else it wouldn't work at all. There's something over here. I feel like there's probably something over here. Yep. A checkpoint? No, that's a bottle of some sort. Different footstep noises. Always great. Walking on glass. Sounds like you're walking on glass. Just sucker for that shit. Can I roll this? I can. So very cute. Oh shit! No, don't crush me. Okay. The fuck? Is this oh. That's cool. Are these the source of the magic, or are they reacting to the magic just like everything else? This game's just gorgeous. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, floating on these kind of feels like floating on like air currents in Breath of the Wild. Do I come over from the right in order to do this? I'm gonna wait for the lights to come on and then try and jump all the way from here over to there. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Oh, this one has fewer candles. I guess I kind of expected every level to have the same number of collectibles. It's kind of an that shows a certain amount of design restraint. That's very interesting. Like, if I were making this level, I would absolutely be like, I'm going to put some easy candles in so that every level has the same number of candles. Bathed in light, the barge came to life as the little candles searched far and wide. Shimmering beams steered him along. I like the legs are so cartoony. Like, this has a, oh, this is gorgeous. Look at this shit. This has a kind of a Sorcerer's Apprentice feel, that Disney animation from Fantasia, where the broomsticks come to life. Look at this. This reminds me of American McGee's Alice, one of my favorite old games, which is like, have some fucking floating platforms and shit in a otherwise kind of goth third-person shooter. Yeah, third-person shooter. You're shooting sometimes. Now, I'm tempted to jump off to the left and climb. I feel like I can climb that spiral of books. I'm gonna try it. If I die, oh well. Okay. Yeah, American McGee's Alice has, I would say, so it's you're humans, well, you're not always human scale because you shrink and grow because it's based on Alice in Wonderland. But you are not always tiny. And you were more in rooms, like rooms meant for humans, but that have gone all weird and dreamy. As opposed to these, like, borrower landscapes. I don't like having my view of my character obscured. I like that the weird magic flowers have a little noise and effect that they do. Come on. Okay. Checkpoint. These have to be, like, somehow magical fluid or magical spores or something in these bottles, right? This is not just a magic light which makes things do stuff. I made the Sorcerer's Apprentice comparison, and I'm realizing that, like, with the way this is kind of framing things as magic, that might be more apt than I intended. Like, I might be a candle brought to life by Mickey Mouse style magic. Look at the paper streaming out in the distance, pulling back, and then it's like it's breathing. And the way this is timed to be like, even if you time it perfectly, you don't quite make it at the end, and so it's like increasing this longing to jump on to the next platform. I didn't keep track of whether I got everything. Probably could. Presumably it's on the pause menu. Huh. Am I underwater? Let's look at a porthole. No, that's a lighthouse. There's always a lighthouse.
As he gazes at the beacon in the distance, he
Oh, blue canary in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you?
If he could become as tall and beautiful,
That's there's a They Might Be Giants song
perhaps
called
could illuminate the dark night.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's maybe something. No, it's not Bluebird. Anyway, it is about a nightlight witch who idolizes the picture of a lighthouse. Shimmering beams steered him along as an ominous lighthouse burned ever so strong. Birdhouse in my soul, thank you, Lucy. But yeah, there's a picture. The nightlight sings. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry that stood on rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that were my job. Fire joke. After killing Jason off and countless screaming Argonauts because the nightlight isn't bright enough to guide a ship. Call from afar. Am I being called to by the lighthouse? Because that light is coming from the lighthouse, right? It's a turning light of the lighthouse. But it's not clear to me. Oh, am I going back through the same level? Not exactly. It's not clear to me what the magic is here. What bit is magical? What's the source of this power? Or is it like all of these things are magical things but need a power source? Oop. Okay. Worried I got the timing there more wrong than I did. So I've been like, hey, a lot of this stuff is very straightforward, like very cool particle effects, very good flame effects, but nothing where I'm like, this is like super advanced tech. This is just really good art direction and really good technical artwork. The glow of this bottle with the light inside of it, I feel is a thing where it's like, this had to be really tricky to get right, because you need to have it look like it's this gross old stained bottle, but also like have that thinness and delicacy that it would have with a light shining from an old bottle. I've got birdhouse in my soul stuck in my head. Birdhouse in my soul? Birdhouse in your soul? Is it my soul? Because that's an interesting title. In the song it is Birdhouse in your soul. Okay. Lucy confirms it is your soul. How am I gonna get up there? I'm rolling this, and I'm not sure that I actually have to. I'm not sure I actually get anything. Oh, I'm playing fucking Klotsky. Don't roll off the edge. Thank you. Can I jump straight from here? No. Ooh. Feels precarious. The audio design also, I want to highlight this like ominous ambient drone going on. It's very good. Excuse me. Oh, do I need to go around in order to get the right altitude? I think I do. No, wait. Light cycle. Oh, man. Sorry, I said light cycle and just remembered the existence of the game Tron 2.0, which is a great fucking game. Is it Tom Bissell that's working on a Tron game in the year of our goddess 2023? I don't think it came out. God, I've missed one candle. Not sure where it would have been. Tron 2.0 does not inspire confidence, no, AMD, but it is just Tron the video game. There have been plenty of Tron video games. This is one that was
dark noises fill the air.
in the noughties.
Candle presses on.
Okay, I was gonna say don't jump all the way down. I mean, if anyone's gonna do a good job of a Tron game, it's gonna be Mike Bithell. What name did I have? I had some other person. Some other person's name in my head. Chapter 3, The Course of Fate. The brave little candle marched aft to the rear. "10 seconds is a weirdly generous amount of time. It feels right. Like, I don't feel reluctant to turn my... it's swaying. I don't feel reluctant to turn my light on a little bit, but also I don't want to waste it. I appreciate that the wax shows up in the darkness. And in an unrealistic way, right? Like, you wouldn't be able to see those little wax blobs, but they serve as kind of like breadcrumbs. Hansel and Gretel style breadcrumbs to track your movement and where it's safe. Either this level's swaying is less pronounced, or I am getting used to it. Because this isn't disorienting me as much as it was in previous levels. Sorry for clearing my throat so much. Ooh. Am I gonna melt if I hop on there? No? I seem fine. Okay. Oof. I wonder if I lose length, lose height, or if I just straight up die if I get hit by fire. We will find out, I am sure, before too long. The timing on these is kind of tight. Not gonna lie. Feels a little dangerous there. One left. Okay. It's hard to judge that ledge. Gorgeous. Silly thing to say. This game about candles has good fire effects. Has good fire effects. I'm gonna switch my D-pad for that part. Ooh, got an audio crackle. I hope that didn't come across on stream. Yeah, D-pad's the way to go here. can't just accidentally walk forward or back. I love the chain glowing red. It's a good touch. Huh. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll let that cool down. And then once it's cool, head on over to the right side. I might not be able to get it. Shit. That wasn't the jump button. Yeah, there's both rusted metal and like I bet there's a decent amount of research involved in this look because you've got like right, so you've got these pipes which are almost entirely exposed metal that was once painted, and then you've got these like not conduit surfaces, but these utility box surfaces that like are still mostly painted. And just like the paint has flaked a few places to let rust in, and it's like, yeah, that's how fucking rust works. Oh shit, fuck. Press the wrong direction on the D-pad as I was switching to the D-pad. Alright. Very subtle screen shake as things turn on and off. Okay. Press the correct jump button. Oof. Oh, that's cool. I always like when a game like takes something that you thought of as dangerous and makes it something protective. Like that piece of metal there is glowing red, which kind of signals, oh, this is a hazard, but it's protecting me from the fire. I don't know. It's a good little inversion. The brave little candle marched aft to the rear, surprisingly absent of all signs of fear. Grand Iron Gate. I wonder what this is going to be. So we've got a ship's wheel, but not in a place I would expect a ship's wheel. Ah ha ha. So can we turn the ship's wheel? Does that turn the whole ship? If so, I didn't turn it the right way. So the whole world, the ship, was tilted to the left, still is. If I turn the wheel right, does that? It does. Makes it swing to the right. I feel like there probably isn't a ship's wheel in just a bunch of interconnected ship's wheels in the hold of most ships, but this is a weird Magitech ship, so who knows. Huh. Whole ass level. There's some sort of... I'm gonna have to input a code on some very spread out panels? Yeah, okay. So it's Alpha, Jedi, or Rebels reticle. Easy. Okay, so first I'm gonna need to get to that chevron, that alpha. Is that what an alpha looks like? Am I confusing my Greek letters? That is an alpha, right? Okay, so for turning... No, we need to go right. Yeah, right, which means I push the bottom left. And swing all those chains over to the right. The chains that are glowing at the left of my screen, I want out of the way of that chain bridge so that I can hit the alpha first. Or whatever letter that is. Capital Lambda. Does an alpha have a cross on it? Or is it like a lowercase a the whole time through? But it's been years since I have had to do any sort of Greek letters. Okay. I think I can just walk under this. Yes, I can. Okay, so I got the lambda. Now I need the Star Wars symbol, which I think is off to the left. Yes. Oh, but I need to swing the whole ship the other way first. It's interesting to me in this sort of game when the game does something that is sort of dealing with its core conceit, lighting things up, etc., and when it is just doing normal ass puzzle platformer stuff, right? Like any first person Portal descendant is going to have a bunch of puzzles about moving crates around and, oh, can you get a crate over here? And like those puzzles could show up in just about any game. Just like, you know, this thing I'm doing right here, I don't need to be a candle for this. It's interesting what balance games have of that sort of thing, where like there's the braid approach, I think of it as, where like that game is like, no, we're gonna do every idea once. We're only gonna do ideas that are like about what this game is about, and there's not just like, this is a fun game, I want to play more of this game. It's just like, no, I'm gonna get all my ideas out and then be done. What is that on the side there? Some gauges right here. Oh, interesting. So if you look at the lambda up on that table, I don't even know how to describe it. So if you look, do I have a cursor that's visible? I don't. So if you look at the tip of the lambda, off slightly to the left, there's like some texture to it, right? There's like where it's scraped. If you look at that in relation to the texture of the metal that it's on, as I move around a little bit, you should see them drift weirdly. Like it looks like that symbol is floating. Can you see it? And the reason it looks like that is because that is, the symbol is floating. The symbol is absolutely above the surface because of Z fighting and a few other different graphical things. But it is super interesting that it's visible there that close up. And you can actually, I think, maybe see that my feet are sinking into it. It's definitely one of those things of like, we could spend probably at least a person day of time figuring out how to make these symbols appear right on this surface and in the proper position, or we can just move them a millimeter up off the surface and call that good enough. I'm an advocate of the latter approach, which they chose, which is like, it doesn't fucking matter if it's perfect. Only weirdos like me will notice. Oh, okay. So I've been that way. I like how the wax also serves both as marking safe spots, but also as a like, oh, I've been here before. I'm gonna need to swing this, aren't I? I do want to run. I think this pace of movement is perfectly good, but when there's a lot of backtracking, can I make it? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Is it now in a good position? It's now in a good position. See, that was really just speedrun strats. Like, it was just faster for me to get burned there rather than to go back up and then back down. So that's why I did that. It wasn't an error on my part or anything like that. I feel like that the timing of that creek was a little off. It's fine. The really intense colors are great, like the way that my candle picks up the bright orange from the fire. I wonder if they're genuinely doing some like subsurface scattering type stuff. I think they are. I think, yeah, they're doing some stuff with transmissivity of the wax. So like, I can't zoom in. If I'm standing here, like I'm lit from the front, and so I look like, you know, you can see the orange on the front of me. If I stand here, I'm relatively unlit, and you can see I'm sort of brownish. And then if I go like this, you can see the light glowing through me, I'm pretty sure is what's happening. I don't think it's just the bloom from the fire. They've actually done like, okay, what's the lighting like behind, and how does that shine through the translucent wax? Which, kind of something you need to do. If you're making a game about a candle, it needs to look like a candle. Forcefully turning the Grand Iron Gate, he came closer and closer to turning his fate. I like a in video games or elsewhere a chapter title that describes a thing that the reader has not yet encountered. Like, why would the rudder be trying to stop me? Why would it be an obstacle? Oh, this is cool. Look at this huge ass space. I'm a big skeptic about depth of field, but I think it's very effective here. I feel like I think I'm already on, yeah, I'm already on max quality. I want a little more anti-aliasing, I think. Oh, nope. This was made for maybe originally Xbox. The development might have been on an Xbox 360. I think it came out for Xbox One and a few other things. So probably they were like, we're not gonna make the anti-aliasing and that sort of custom video options a thing. They've got a lot of. I bet with some of the translucency and stuff they do on the wax, that is the sort of technical trickery, the technical cleverness that probably makes supporting full graphics options a challenge. That's good. That little nook there where you have to rest right next to the fire is like, yeah, super dangerous. It's good. Oof. Timing is real tight. Shit! Damn it! This game does fall prone to a thing that I don't care for. I love a masochore platformer. I do. A game where you fuck up a whole lot and try and do really tightly timed things under pressure and retry, fail again and again, and retry the same challenge again and again. But the checkpointing here, I feel like I want it to be more generous. Like, even if they just start me at the last candle I collected, that would be much nicer than having to go through this entire gauntlet again because I fucked up right at the end. Okay, that is further along, so I think I'm safe as long as this ceiling flame is out. Yep. This just alternating? Is there a better way to go about this? No. Shit, shit, shit! Should have waited. Now, was that a checkpoint down there, or do I have to go through it all again? Fuck. The controls screen suggests moving with the D-pad, which I feel like is actually the way to go here. Okay, so I can't drop directly down. I do have to stop in at the right side. Oof. Felt close. Wait. Oof, got stuck on a thing there. Got very nervous for a sec. Okay. So I've got a bit of space before... Okay. That's the camera angle I wanted all along. I need to stop between these two, I think. I don't think I can run the whole gauntlet immediately. Yeah. Oof. Fuck. I got caught on that little rib of piping. That should have been fixed. That should either be a proper barrier or perfectly smooth. Like, it should not have this little thing shouldn't hold me up. I should not get stuck on it. That is one of those polished things that is very hard to do all across a game. Fuck! I got stuck there too. There are a lot of levels in this game. Thinking about the general scope of it, I don't know how many chapters there are, but there's like, this is a full-ass game. This is like, I was seeing play times in the 8 hours on Steam reviews. So, there's just a lot of levels for them to polish and get tuned right. Okay. So I'm going to walk here because I don't think there are pipe joints on this one. I need to stop here, but I don't think I can stop between these two. So I think I have to just be quick. Okay. No cross fire? No. 4.5 to 6.5 hours on how long to beat, according to AmD. So, it's a lot of levels. Like I'm at an hour and a bit, and things are always slower when you're streaming. But okay, that's going straight up. Are these all going straight up? Or are they going along the pipe? I feel like they're all going straight up. Oof. I like the little bit of relief, the ambient noise dropping as I get near the end of this gauntlet. Lucy, who's in chat, has been playing Inscription for the first time, and that and this game have sort of generally similar audioscapes, sort of like the sounds aren't realistic. Fuck is that down there? Am I gonna have to go down there? But it is, the sound isn't realistic, but has verisimilitude. Like, I understand what all these sounds mean, even if like some of them are the sounds of lights turning on, which don't actually make sounds in real life. Alright, so we got another one of these force movement sections. I hated force movement levels in, like, Mario games. Those are my least favorite, where, like, the screen scrolls. Generally, I want as much control as possible. I bet I have to go all the way over here. It's a fucking whirlpool in the middle of their ship. That's no good. Is there a checkpoint? Oh, ho, 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 ho. I don't like this. Shit. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm worried. I'm worried about all this. Okay. Oof. Is that the end? That's not the end. Yeah, they should fix that whirlpool. They should fix the fire. Okay, there's a propeller up here that I'm worried about. When they said rudder, did they mean propeller? It would be very funny if I still had control and had to avoid that propeller, and the propeller just went dunk. The rudder failed to stop his quest. Propeller. The lighthouse behind is his heart's true test. The rudder is the thing that turns the ship. I don't know if all ships have a literal rudder that is a flap that diverts. So maybe on some ships the rudder tilts the props. But generally speaking, something that rotates is not the rudder. Ooh, I'm excited. I like magical plants. Children of the night glow in each stride. So I think I mentioned this team is out of Beijing. I wonder. I think the poetry is very, very
behind him.
passable.
The little candle goes forth towards the lighthouse.
I wonder how many of them are fluent English speakers, because it does have a little bit of the feel of
An
a.
exotic land awaits up ahead. Lush.
Maybe the poetry wasn't written by
but
an American.
beware the dangers that lie hidden beneath its beauty.
I've got the cover, like the Steam cover of Exhausted Man is visible on my screen, over where I've got like where people can message me privately if something's wrong. And it's just like this very exhausted looking dude with like a patchy chin beard, with his butt in the air with little wiggle lines, looking very tired. And it's funny every time I see it. Ooh, do you stay glowing? No, you fade out. Again, this little crack that I'm stuck on. Don't make me stuck on that. Video games. Sorry, just thinking about like all the interesting interchanges here. Like when you sit down, I can imagine the conversation, right? You sit down in a room and you're like, all right, we're making a game about a candle. We know we can light up for a little bit of time. What are some interesting things we can do with light? Well, we can have some things that glow, right? That where like if you light them up, they stay lit for a little while and then go out. And then we've got things with that. I wonder if there's going to be... Oh, that was a hole. I wonder if there's going to be a point where I have to set things on fire. That's like another thing that I would put as like... Here's a thing that candles do. Candles light things up. Candles can be used to light other things. I mean, we've already got me lighting these, like, the candles in the levels. But I wonder if I'm going to be burning something that burns away. Boy, sure do feel like there should be a candle around here somewhere. Presumably north is the way I should be headed. Oh, I might be able to jump over to the right there, but I'm not going to. I bet. Oh, this isn't anything. Four more candles. This is the opening level, so we're being introduced to a lot of mechanics. Well, the opening level of this chapter, right? We're learning about glowing plants for the first time. Are these dangerous? They're dangerous. They looked kind of spiky. Wasn't sure. Turns out, yes, spiky. I also tried going over to the right here, right? And there wasn't anything over here? Sure seems like there should be something over there. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta try it out. The games journalist Patrick Klepek has at times streamed games like Spelunky or Super Mario Maker, and I really like the attitude that he has with regard to a lot of those games where you fuck up a lot, which is like, all right, what did I learn? Just like, I know I'm gonna mess up, so like my first round through a thing is all kind of exploring, learning how everything works. And if you die, but you take something forward that teaches you how to do another obstacle, mission accomplished. All right, that's a checkpoint. Excuse me. Happy about that. 3 more candles. What's that structure off to the left that I might be able to get to? Oh, I see a candle up high, too. Let's try it. Okay. Now, how do I... Can I get on top of this leaf? Can. Is this the fucking way forward? I need to be able to get down there, though. Huh. So lighting things up makes the spiky plants get big. Sometimes you say something when playing a game. It sounds like you're a 4-year-old trying to explain a situation. Lighting things up makes the spiky plants grow big. All right, honey. Whatever you say. How do I get up there? Oh, not even close. Oh, okay. That looked higher than it was. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Really looked like I couldn't make that jump. Thank you for the suggestion, Alyssa. That I think would have been my next attempt. It's falling from above. Look at how stubby I am. Children of the night glow in each stride. The infantile mushrooms enchant and guide. That's one of those, like, infantile. The use of the word infantile there doesn't quite scan as poetry. It's one of those things where I'm like, maybe not native, or at least not an American English speaker. I didn't read that aloud. I should have. Gorgeous. Look at this. This shit's gorgeous. With these little plant lamps. Oh, I can see the lighthouse up ahead. And then a candle in the distance, but oh, what's gonna be? What obstacles are gonna be in my path? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Look at this shit. It's great. This is how we video gaming, right here. The, another real good, just like, game design tactic is the take something that normally makes you feel safer and make you feel more dangerous or more endangered. So, like, this game has taught you, light up every candle you can because it lets you see an area and lets you navigate it more easily without falling. But now, lighting things up also makes spiky plants grow, which is dangerous. Checkpoint. These little stubs, I hope that they're meant to evoke candles. What is that noise? Oh. It sounded like there was a flower, like, slightly opening. Hear it? Like it's just on the edge of light. Over on the left channel. It's a fun glitch. Okay, so I need to be careful here because this might just grow large enough to hit me. Okay, I'm safe, but almost wasn't. Okay, this is a D-pad moment. All right, I need to jump high. Oh, did I? It seemed like maybe I make the lights dimmer for a sec by bumping them. That might come useful. I love the lighthouse in the background. Look at that. Like, I think that's just a static image. I don't think that's a model in the background. I think that's just a flat animation playing back there. But so evocative. Oh boy. Okay. The lighting up the footsteps, very good for in an area where they know you're going to be navigating in the dark. Ah, I like this. Okay, I could drop here. So that doesn't get dimmer in a way that affects the plants. Okay, good to know. Got 2 more candles I haven't lit. Are they going to be over here? Yeah. The flowers prick and bloom in flames, filled with beauty, but far from tame. Oh, I'd hit the right button. The correct button, not the right-hand button. A vine-strewn path now appears. This game is very Moorish for me. Like, I kind of want to immediately see the next level. I think I've talked before on stream about how, like, games that are a series of puzzle rooms, like this one, right? Where it's just like, here's a menu. The thing that they have to kind of maintain my interest is something different from level to level, right? If you're not going to have full-on story, like this doesn't have really full-on story. This has a very high-level narrative, but like I'm not that the little couplet I'm getting isn't giving me like actual story stuff. It's just kind of maintaining the mood of the general story of Candle wants to meet a lighthouse. But I do feel like each level is a little bit different and has a little bit of a different idea that it's communicating, even if it's not a full-on Braid sort of thing where like, no, each level is exploring a mechanic. I can easily see this game like if it had twice the number of levels, right? If each time I did one of these levels, I then did another level that had the similar challenges in it, but just in a slightly different configuration, I would be bored already. If I had had to stay in that ship for 2 more levels, I would have been like, am I gonna be fucking dodging crates all the time? Which way is forward? Answer my question. To be clear, feeling like if there had been more levels, it would have been too many, means that there were the right number of levels. Was the right number of levels? It had the right number of levels. Beautiful. I love, like, I'm in the darkness. What's going on? Oh, danger! This is a gorgeous thing. Okay, D-pad. Way to go here. Okay, checkpoint. 2 more candles. There's gonna be a hidden one. Oh. I need to walk past perfectly dark. Okay. Well, that little leaf seems like it is something weird, something new, but I think it's just a leaf. Boy, this is a hard corner to navigate. Okay. Okay, I see the final candle. Is this extra bouncy or something? No. Am I running low on myself? Oh no. I have more than you think. Like, I can burn down pretty far, but you are right that I'm getting down to a stub. Okay, I see the exit. Shit. Well, got a refill. I need to make sure to switch to the D-pad when I'm on precarious surfaces, because that means that I can always go in a straight line. Fortunately, I then need to switch back so I can dodge things. Again, this vine, just put a little collision volume over it so you're not hung up on it. You know, the puzzle of this level isn't about making sure to notice all the vines. Very minor issue in the grand scheme of things. I've got all the candles, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see, this is a D-pad situation. Okay, so that's the edge. Wait for that to cool down. And jump. Okay. Back to the stick. Okay. D-pad north. You do a little dance, just a little dance. A vine-strewn path now appears. The little candle skips and he cheers. Can't win them all. An orchard hides beyond the vine. I should take a bio break at the end of this chapter. Or verse? Whatever we're in. After this level. I find myself like envisioning the logic behind each of these plants. Like, what does the code look like that makes it glow in whatever way it does? This is a Breath of the Wild puzzle right here. Oh, there's this rolly ball. What do I do? You know, I'm not going to try and get past it. There's probably a candle up there. Do I go on the north side of these spiky balls? Yeah. Oh no. Huh. Okay. Game doing a good job of telling me sometimes light can make shit happen beyond just things getting bigger or smaller. Ah. And then it's like, did you notice how it worked? Make it happen yourself. Checkpoint. I probably missed one. Assuming that checkpoint is at least is something like halfway through. Oh boy. Can I just walk around to the bottom right? Yes. Okay. I did not. The alternative would have been to light that up, make it roll and fall, and outrun it, and then run back up, and not how I want to be. Huh. Those are probably going to fall. Very cute that they made it get stuck like that. Now, do I go north? Do I go west? Huh, that one didn't fall. The extreme, like, foreshortening on the vines that are coming out, like straight up towards the camera is real cool. Oop, nope. All right, D-pad. Boy. I feel like the colors are a little desaturated here. I'm not getting as vivid oranges. Is it because I'm low on, I think I'm low on wax. All right. I can use much less now because I've lit all the candles along the way. That's a nice like difficulty adjustment. I like how if I die, I'm given a little bit of a reprieve on the. There's a hole right there, right fucking there, on the challenges. That's showbiz. Okay. Gotta be more careful this time. Oh, fuck. I lit up as I was falling off the edge. Boy. Going for a break, definitely a good idea after this level. Okay. It's a safe spot. Okay. So this is the spot where I fell before. Fuck. I'm gonna make that one drop. Just so I can see. Okay. Not going to light that up. I could possibly avoid it. Okay. Make that drop. I appreciate that I can't completely fuck myself over. Like, none of those balls, the spiky balls that fall won't. Oh, whoa, hold up. Got new friends. Hey, weird starfishy friends. Anyway, the spiky balls won't fall in such a way that completely block my way forward, which is nice. They can make it harder, but...
The vines vanish into a tranquil sea.
Not stretch before our stream.
He's lost his way in the waters. Suddenly, a brilliant wave of ripples appeared.
Oh,
Could this be the way?
look like moon jellies crossed with sand dollars. Orchard hides beyond the vine. The candle thought that this was fine. Chapter 5, An Extraordinarily Calm Ocean. Okay. I'll be back. I'm probably gonna stretch for a few minutes. So, might be a little longer than your normal bio break, but I'll be back soon. Before I go, if you're headed out, I'm Gregory Avery Weir. This is Future Proof Plays, where we at Future Proof Games play other people's games every couple weeks. This is Candleman that I'm playing currently, done by Candleman Games, who are currently working on Exhausted Man, which looks amazing. Kind of an Octodad-like, clumsy chore performance game. And you can check out all of our stuff at futureproofgames.com, but I will be back. I'm going to be back in a few minutes. Just wanted to make sure that I said that at some point during the stream. So I'll be back, and you'll probably hear roughly that same shit again when I do. So see you on the flip side.
Life's a foolish game. Do you ever feel the same? Well, maybe we could change. Turn the ship another way. Feel it in the darkness. We're sailing right into those jagged cliffs. Yeah. Some say we've always been insane. Hey, life's a foolish game. Simple equation for an enclosed system. Natural world gone missing, plus all our CO2 emissions equals degradation, waste and shifts and mass extinctions. Oh no. But maybe we can change. We sure can't stay the same, 'cause life's a foolish, foolish game. Possible solution, rewire our connection, maybe less consumption, emerging from a mind of isolation, revalue all that we've been given. God don't work on commission, we make up one big breathing chain, we're quite the same. Hey, life's a foolish, foolish game. Life's a foolish game. Do you ever feel the same? Well, maybe we could change and turn the ship another way. Take less than we've been given if we move in that direction. Yeah. We'll find our place in this living chain. We're quite the same. Yeah, life's a foolish, foolish game. Life's a foolish game. Hey, life's a foolish game. Life's a foolish game. Life's a foolish game. Do you ever feel the same? Well, maybe we could change. Turn the ship another way. Feel it in the darkness. We're sailing right into those jagged cliffs. Yeah. Some say we've always been insane. Hey, life's a foolish game. Simple equation for an enclosed system. Natural world gone missing, plus all our CO2 emissions equals degradation, waste and shifts and mass extinctions. Oh no. But maybe we can change, we sure can't stay the same, 'cause life's a foolish, foolish game.
Hello. Just enjoying this ambiance. Another just a little bit of, hey, look at how this game is made. I'm pretty sure that shot on the left here, over there, is it's much better having this mirrored, flipped horizontally. I can actually, like, tell where I'm pointing. The big picture is a screenshot. That's just an image that's not being rendered live. But the little sparkles coming up, the little sparks, literal sparks, are, I'm pretty sure, dynamically done. And they, floating over the static image, make it feel like it's not just a screenshot on screen. Plus, they've done some sort of fun Photoshop filter on it, I think. That's cool. All right. If you're just joining us, I'm Gregory Avery Weir. This is the stream that we do at Future Proof Games every couple weeks. We call it Future Proof Plays. We are playing Candleman, 2017 game. Their upcoming game by the team at Candleman Games is Exhausted Man, which I am just now realized is a sort of fun, cute parallel to Candleman. It's Exhausted Man and Candleman. You should check out a trailer for Exhausted Man. It looks very silly and cool. I'm probably gonna play for... Boy, I've been playing for almost 2 hours now. The finest Sauvignon Blanc to come in a cardboard box. I'll probably play another, I'm gonna guess, half hour. I'll play all of Chapter 5 and maybe the first level of Chapter 6, probably. We'll see how I feel. Yeah. Let's find out what these water weeds are and if we get to do more with our echinoderm friends. Echinoderm friends. I mean, those are just straight up jellyfish, right? Also, these are just Mega Man blocks. I guess not Mega Man blocks. The Mega Man blocks that go wow are switching back and forth. And these are just on a rotation timer. I wonder if I'm a little late, if I'm still fine with my toes in the water, or if it just instantly kills you. I really like the use of water reflections here. The fact that when I light up, I get like to see under the water a little bit, or I get to see the reflection of a surface that I've lit up that maybe I can't see the base surface. That's real cool. The devs did a great job at like thinking, what are cool ways to be a candle? See, like lighting up that whole area to the northwest is very cool. Okay, I can get my toes wet. Can I jump over there? It looks like I can. Oop. Oh boy. Geometry. Okay. There's this whole path here. Climbing is complicated on that I'm guessing is not the critical path, but maybe it's a split path where I'm picking the harder one. Or maybe I just picked the easier one. I don't know. Nope. Haha. Air control. Again, video games. Do I go back? Do I try to go back? I'm gonna go back. Move that coaster so that it doesn't make a thump every time I brush it. I like these glowing starfish friends. There's a concept in game design and development called juice. I think I know it through maybe a Petri Burho talk or a... Or the Cran physics person is? Might be the same person. This game does it. Juice is like, the things that you do feel like they have a reaction, even if that reaction is a little kind of overblown. Like every time I land, there's a little splash. And I hear the splish splash, and I see a ripple, and the jellyfish thing deforms and drops down a little bit, and it just feels very like, hey, I'm doing it. I'm having an effect on the world. Water weeds rise and dip. Their paths once seen fade oh so quick. Juice, the focus on the theory of juiciness in game design, the rugged rocks, they trip and slide, is why you get the stereotype of the indie game having a lot of screen shake in it, because screen shake, like making the screen go in response to a thing happening in the game, is often a very deceptively easy way to get a relatively dramatic player, give feedback to the player in a relatively dramatic way that's actually pretty easy to do. Essentially just shaking the camera a little bit, which is how they do screen shake in film, like in Star Trek, right? Like if you see Captain Picard stumbling on the bridge, you can find behind the scenes footage of that. That's like, here's what it looked like on set. And it's just a bunch of people pretending to stumble with the ground completely still under them and the camera shaking. It's a simple film trick in a similar way to how it's a simple game design trick. And it looks fucking great. Looks goofy when you see it behind the scenes. Anyone who enjoys Star Trek, check out Star Trek bloopers. They have done several compilations for like cast events and so on that have ended up on DVDs, and they are pretty wild to see, especially because like Star Trek actors tend to be just fucking consummate ass professionals. Like, with the exception of some of the original series actors having trouble with that sort of thing. Like, everyone is just doing a fucking job. Just being an actor doing a job. I'm cutting this dangerous just to see what the situation is here. Okay. I figured there was probably a candle over there. Nope. Didn't get that timing right. I feel like they tuned the amount of time that the candle can stay lit and the number of lives you have. I think they actually calibrated that pretty well. The fact that I have come one life away from death on an early level. And then, oh, I'm rotating around the center of the thing. And have only once unintentionally run out of candle wax. Is like, okay, you probably tuned it pretty close. I imagine I'm probably a little better at puzzle platformers than their typical audience, just because I've played so many fucking many of them. And so the fact that I'm like almost lost a few times seems about right. Now, getting back is going to be tricky. I might just end up dying. We'll see. If you want to see the equivalent of behind-the-scenes next-gen stuff, there is a YouTube channel called, thank you, Avery AMD. I was pretty proud of that. I didn't want to toot my own horn. Oh, hell, what's it called? There's a YouTube channel that does, like, hidden... where they use hacking tools. The rugged rocks, they trip and slide, spinning the candle round the tide. They, like, use tools to no-clip out of levels and, like, move the camera places it's not supposed to be in video games and, like, figure out what's, like, hidden in spaces outside of the game. So, like, they've done Animal Crossing, the most recent Animal Crossing, New Horizons. And, like, the Pelican pilot that always, like, meets you in the back of the airport, they've, like, figured out, like, whether that pelican is always hanging out back there or not. Yeah, you're able to see back rooms that normally aren't particularly visible. And, like, all games have weird little hidden areas back behind them, or, like, you can find interesting shit in the skybox and all of that. Wish I could remember the name of the channel, but it's cool shit. If you want to, like, see more of the artifice of games. Mysterious blue flowers emit their glow? Is that what that said? I think so. Oh, I can pilot this. That's cool. Well, it wasn't the jump button. Fuck. I keep hitting the wrong button. I like how there's there are like subtle compass arrows on the surface of this flower. Oh, and there's a little glitter on the edge of where this flower will travel. I was wondering if I could just head off into the void. Very cute. So if noclipwebsite.website is what I think it is, that is also a very cool thing where like you can actually explore a 3D thing. But that is not what I'm thinking of. I'm real quick gonna look it up. You might see weird things in the game. Video games out of bounds. Boundary Break is the name of the show, and she says SHESEZ is the name of the creator. It's very cool. All of the videos are out of bounds secrets in X, or difference between these regions of this game. All sorts of cool shit. Just search on YouTube for Boundary Break. All right. Back to Candleman. There were so many weird similarities between this and Breath of the Wild. Yeah, NoClip.website is real fucking cool. It's only a few games supported, but they've just like loaded a bunch of level data into a web thing. I mean, don't tell the owners of the games. Yahoo Anime rules here. Just keep it on the DL. Don't write any articles about it or anything, but definitely check it out if you think it's something you'd be interested in. Short one candle. Don't think it's going to be over here. It's okay. Psychonauts, yeah. Psychonauts levels are real cool to explore. They keep adding shit, so there are probably many more in NoClip.website than when I last looked at it. Does it have Katamari Damacy levels? I feel like that's what I'd be most interested in. Beware the fruits that float at sea. Coconuts? It's not a fruit, it's a seed. Huh. Calling that a fruit? I guess it sort of looks like a prickly pear fruit, like a cluster of prickly pear fruits. They don't grow in clusters. Or like, honestly, they kind of look like Brussels sprouts. Oh, interesting. The raft, I'm going to call it, the raft flower, will bounce off of the spiky bits. Okay. Four more. What do I do? Oh. It's really long cycle on this. Okay. I need to jump to the other one when it surfaces. And then, presumably, jump back. Ah, I didn't have to. It's fine that I did, though. All right. Did I say this game feels like it has a bunch of weird similarities with Breath of the Wild? In part, that's Boss Baby syndrome, like, because I've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild lately. But the way in which, like, you're riding a bunch of rafts around and can direct them only indirectly. Like, I'm not moving my controller to move this thing. I'm like positioning myself and doing an action. Feels very Zelda Breath of the Wild to me. And that little vine on the ground stopped me. Shouldn't have. I think I want to jump backwards. See, so I'm moving. So like jumping forward along the line seems less effective than jumping backwards, I bet. Well, it does seem. I bet it is genuine and not just a seeming. Oh, fuck. I got distracted looking ahead. Alright. I'm not sure where this journey ends. Yeah, and then somewhere past the level exit. Yeah, the level exit is up here on the left, but it's too far, it feels like, to jump to. So, okay, well, there's a light over here that I can light that might shed some knowledge into the situation. Okay, so I can get over to like upper left of me, like there, or that way. The timing on this is going to be tight, though. Also, did I get everything? I did. Yay. Beware of the fruits that float at sea. Their ripples disturb a tranquil peace. I like the off rhymes a little better, I think. The woods become a friend no longer. There's a line that doesn't quite scan. That's fine. Huh. Go into both of these? Which should I go to first? Oh. Not that one. It took me a sec to figure out what was going on. Okay, so I'm going to end up going north. Huh. Okay. This game is cool. Well, that was all super cool. The like shining bright enough that you see it moving towards you, and then having the light fade from it. All good shit. What happens? Oh, I see. More opportunity to enact change in the world. Oh no. It turned the way I didn't expect it to. I should have expected it to. It did so the way physics would work, but made the wrong guess. Okay. So I'm very much being directed north. I'm going to go east. This is a little bit of a tense game. Like, yeah, the rubbery footsteps on the plants are cute, Avery MD. Like, squish, squish, squish. But like, a lot of puzzly games like this, I can be like, hey, I'm gonna chill out and try and figure out a puzzle. This one I feel a little like, even though I could sit here forever, right? Like, I'm not timed. The fact that I've got this limited resource and that there might be dangers that I don't know about makes it feel a little bit dangerous all the time, which is both a good and bad thing. Like, it makes the game more important in my heart because I'm like, oh, I'm worried about it. But also it means I kind of can't relax during a level, or I find it hard to relax. That's super fucking cool. Another game design lesson here. If you can do something excessive like that, like make a bunch of things roll, which, you know, maybe it started off as a test, right? Started off as a, let's make sure that our physics engine can handle all of this. Put it in the game. You think it's cool? Players probably also think it's cool. Is that all? Yeah. Proper music. Have we had proper music before? Probably.
Shrouded in deep woods is the entrance to the lighthouse. Under the guidance of flowers, the little candle hurries forth, unable to stop because his destination is finally in sight.
They got a good voice actor for that. These are tricky lines to read in a way that feels appropriate. The woods become a friend no longer. The candle lives on as his will becomes stronger. That's an interesting meter on that one, because it's been the woods become a friend no longer. But this is this iambic. The candle lives on as his will becomes stronger. I think those are iams. Chapter 6, A Meadow Pass. I'm going to wrap up soon. I might just do this whole chapter. We'll see. If I knock it out quickly, cool. If not, I'll stop after some level. Rubbery footsteps. Now I'm hearing them every time. More than 10 seconds now if my will has grown stronger? I sincerely doubt it. Oh. Do they stay now that they're fully open, or are they still shrinking? They're still shrinking. This is gorgeous. Look at this. But also is encouraging me to burn more. They don't shrink very fast. I think maybe their center cluster? What would that be? What's the center of a sunflower or a daisy called? I think those probably stay the same size. Yeah. Well, yeah. And it sounds like a balloon inflating when it goes off. I like that. The role of sound designer on games has to be great, because it's like, what does it sound like when a Candleman's metal feet pad on the petals of a magical flower? It's like, I don't fucking know. That's not a thing in reality. Oh, I wonder if I just lost my chance to get that candle up there. Nope. This game feels like I can jump higher than I expect. Ooh. Lit a big ol' thing. How does that work? Oh. I sound like I'm discovering some new tapas. Oh. Do I taste a little bit of lemon? Where do I go now? Oh. This video game, as you call it, how does it work? I would very much enjoy attending some sort of arcade or video game bar where they did the have y'all been here before thing that they do at like trendy cafes, except that if you say no, instead of like explaining how they do things a little bit different here, they just explain to you what a video game is. 15 different chilies at that chili competition. Were there any that were especially weird, Avery MD? Anyone getting wild with it? Curry powder in a chili sounds good. Nope. A lot of legumes and beans in South Asian cooking. So I think it would go well with a chili con carne bean sort of preparation. Tomato also goes well. Yeah, I can see curry being nice. What's my candle situation? 2 creamy chicken ones. So, not a chili purist at all. Once it gets creamy, I feel like that's not what I think of as chili anymore. Very low on candle. 2 more. I'm just gonna miss it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a chili purist. If someone's like, here's 15 chilies. Actually, you're right. If I was faced with 15 chilies, I would become a chili purist, as you say. I would be like, you know what? I came here to eat chili. That's some sort of cheese dip. It's not chili. I'm not going to eat that one. I'm going to eat one of the other 15 at this competition. Rosy bushes bloom in light, not rosy, as tiny petals guide his flight. One that really seemed like it would have been a good taco filling instead of a chili. Was it sort of a more traditional chili form, or it was basically just meat in sauce? I don't feel like I can get up there safely. So this flower isn't shrinking, maybe because it's in candle range. Okay. This is obnoxious. There's the exit right there. Again, a little vine blocking my walking. Seasoning was heavy on cumin and maybe curry powder, almost no chili or tomato taste. I bet that was a person being like, well, I know what chili actually is, because canonical historical chili does not have tomato in it. Because where the fuck would fucking cow hands get tomatoes? Huh. I need to get this spiky ball over. Ooh, stew meat, like chunks of beef. That would be the traditional form. Not, you wouldn't have ground beef again, because where would cowboys get a meat grinder? So yeah, you're like the chili that the cowboys ate had chunks of meat, lots of chilies, and little else. And bright red, meaty, kind of soupy. Okay, so that's all working. I just need to put out that pedal, and I think everything is square. Yeah. Lovely. Need to dodge, because there's going to be another spiky ball coming. One candle someplace I missed. But I forgot to start the level. By ember's light, the groves revive. Pitch black to start with. Ah, good shit. Video games. How the fuck do I get up there? I'm gonna use up all my candle trying to figure this out. Go over here. I'm not gonna have enough candles to make it through this level. Thank you about the nice fall. I was not quite sure it would go well. It's a good fucking game. It's got all sorts of just little aesthetic pleasures to it. Just like, hey, look at this weird thing. What was that? That like weird roar. They do good use of, make good use of, like, things obscuring your vision. Which way is up? Which way is forward, rather? I guess that's not forward. Generally, I think there's been once or twice when I haven't liked it, but generally, the things obscure your sight of the candle at an interesting point, but not at a point where they're going to kill you. Which is nice. They give a sense of like depth and 3D-ness to the world. Also, drawing attention to this path in case you didn't spot it, without actually fucking with gameplay. I use the word gameplay. I don't like using the word gameplay. It feels redundant. Like gameplay, it's a thing you do with games. You know, play them. It's just called play. It's not gameplay. It's just play. I'm a little stub. Don't have much left to me. That's the last candle. Fucking gorgeous ass game. Look at this. Ah. This sort of just like visual design and beauty is something that I am not at all good at. Oh.
Having defeated the many obstacles in his path, the little candle at last reached...
Tastefully bloomy is a good way to put it, Avery MD. It's like...
But even he could not imagine what greater and more daunting...
Very flashy, but with a consistent look. All right, so I'm just going to start up the next level, just to see what the new thing is, and then we'll call it. By ember's light, the groves revive. The candle's courage burns alive. Ooh. I like the courage burns alive in the sense of like, there's an interesting double meaning there, because it's either the candle's courage burns, as in the sense of like, the candle has a lot of courage, but also the candle's courage burns alive, as in courage is dying away as the candle burns. It's good little poetry thing. Chapter 7, an unwelcoming welcome. It's a series of little lemony snicket ass title. Massive stones they push with force. Or, Avery MD, did you mean tastefully blue? I'll ask you in a sec.
Lighthouse, answer me. How can I burn like you?
Oh, the lighthouse didn't answer.
The darkness gave no response. Undeterred, the little candle determines to reach the top, where he would shine just as bright and brilliant.
This voice actor reminds me of some other game, and I'm not sure which. Avery MD, did you mean bloomy in the sense of like a light bloom? Hey, found all the graphics cards we can't buy. They're coming out of the walls here. Got their own little heat sinks and fans. Did light bloom? Okay. I thought you were saying bloom like there are some flowers. Okay, so these kill you if they touch you? No. So, this level, presumably all about moving blocks. So yeah, this is Candleman, or as I have been calling it, ooh, electric lights, Candleman. Candleman Games, team out of Beijing. Like I said, I think I played this at GDC, but it would have been like, this is a student game, or this just starting out, or I can't imagine that there are two walking around candle games. But does someone say the VO is lacking on this game? Yeah, no. I think the narration is great. I think I've got some criticisms of the writing, but for the lines given, like it's a good like telling a story. Here's the tale of the candle that learned to walk. It's good. It's solid shit. So yeah, this is Candleman. Check out their upcoming game, Exhausted Man. If it looks cool to you, you should wishlist it on Steam. Wishlisting games on Steam seems to have a pretty dramatic effect on visibility. So if you wishlist a game a lot, it seems as if it actually gets it in front of more eyes once it finally releases. So if you think this game looks cool, or you think Exhausted Man looks cool and you want it to succeed, add it to your wish list, even if you don't think you'll buy it. And review games on Steam also, if you've played one of our games. You should review it on Steam, even if you did not buy it on Steam. If you've got a Steam key for it, you can still review it as long as you paid for it somehow. So if you bought, for example, The Majesty of Colors Remastered on itch and got a Steam key because you didn't buy it in a bundle, you should unlock it on Steam and give it a review, because positive Steam reviews have a big effect on how much people are willing to play a game. And not having very many reviews is even more damaging than not having good reviews. So review shit. Please. Please review our shit. But I order you to review other devs' shit if you like it. So yeah, speaking of games, we are Future Proof Games. You can find all of our stuff at futureproofgames.com. We're in a bit of a chill development time. We don't have any big releases that we're announcing or that are coming up immediately. But you can check out Exploit Zero Day at exploitzeroday.com. It is free. You can play an entire season of story for free if you like cyberpunk stuff that's grounded in real computer science and real social problems. You should definitely check it out. If you like solving puzzles and making your own story, you can use the same level design tools that we use to make the game to make your own puzzles and share them around. So check that out. And other than that, I don't know that there's any like sales or anything we wanna push. We had a real short podcast this month, and we're going to do a newsletter next month, I believe. So if you want to keep up with us, you can follow us on YouTube. If you want us on video form, you can subscribe to the Future Proof podcast. If you want us in audio form, if you want emails every couple months, you should subscribe to our email newsletter at futureproofgames.com/newsletter. Thank you for the link. And if you want us in social media form, probably co-host, I would recommend cohost.org/FPG. I think it's .org. You can also follow us on Twitter, but Twitter is terrible. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Avery MD for managing chat and putting so many good links. Lissa, Avery MD, is going to be playing the Frog Detective games. I'm going to guess 1 and 2 in a couple weeks on the 12th of February, I think. So yeah, follow me. Oh, the candle burned out. Look at that. I was standing here so long, the little candle burned out. That's cool. I didn't expect that. So yeah, we might adjust things. The weekend's close to my birthday, so stuff might shift. And like we've got a friend who's getting surgery a week before and so on. So we'll see, but should be out the 12th. All right, that's it. That's all I've got. Thank you for hanging out with me, and take it easy. If you want to get ahead and be able to backseat game, unless I think the first Frog Detective game is free, you can check it out, and they're very cute. All right, they're definitely cheap if they're not free. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you all again later. Bye bye.